Tech trends that didn't age well. Welcome to Starter Pack. Today we're diving into the graveyard of tech trends that didn't age well. Remember Java applets or SOAP? Oh, we're going there, so stick around because this is gonna be a fun one. And we're gonna have some fun with our video today, and you'll wanna see which trends to avoid next time. And let's see if I can hit some of the ones that you may have hated in the past. Welcome to Starter Pack. I'm Spencer Thomason, and here at Starter Pack, we love to train software developers in our licensed coding boot camps, as well as to build custom software solutions for companies. I do a lot of work as a fractional CTO with over a decade of executive leadership and a solid 25 years in software development. I've mastered the art of transforming technology, teams, and products. Today, we're diving into old tech that didn't age well. This is gonna be fun, and if I missed one of your favorite ones, make sure you leave a comment down below, and make sure to like and subscribe because I love getting feedback from people. All right, the first one is no-code solutions. Now, no-code always promises the world and delivered, well, a lot of broken systems. So every decade it resurfaces with promises to replace developers, only to fail spectacularly. Tools like Zapier and Airtables, they're kind of handy, but really for a full-scale system, forget it. Developers like me make a living replacing no-code disasters with scalable, maintainable solutions. So the irony is the more automated the system, the more manual the fixes it seems to need. Remember, if it sounds too good to be true, it probably is, and no-code is one of those. All right, next let's talk about Java applets and Flash. Who doesn't remember the nightmare of Java applets? Slow load times, runtime errors, and mandatory download systems plague these systems. So Flash wasn't much better. It turned every website into a security risk. Today, HTML5 and modern frameworks have thankfully buried these relics, but those of us who lived through the Flash days were still a little traumatized. So lesson learned, don't rely on tech that needs a crutch to function. All right, next one, SOAP APIs, Simple Object Access Protocol. And it was anything but simple. It was over-engineered and a pain to debug. By the time REST came along, we all sighed in collective relief. SOAP's downfall wasn't just its complexity, it was its inability to adapt to modern web development. Today, JSON and REST dominate, and this is for a reason, because SOAP sits firmly in the let's never speak again of this pile. Now, remember when NoSQL was supposed to kill off SQL? Spoiler, it didn't. While NoSQL databases like MongoDB are great for specific use cases, SQL still remains the backbone of enterprise systems. And why is this? NoSQL was hyped as the future, but it never replaced the relational database. It turns out structured relationships and a little organization goes a long way. Now, if your company has systems that aren't connected, let us help you out. Here at Starter Pack, our specialty is connecting systems so your company can work like a well-oiled machine. So check out starterpack.com/Spencer and we can help you out. All right, do you remember Web 3.0 on blockchain? When the web was gonna run on blockchain, the infamous web on blockchain? Now, it sounds cool, but really the use case was actually non-existent. Blockchain has its strengths, but running the web is not one of them. This trend fell flat when people realized it added unnecessary complexity. Let's keep blockchain for crypto and other niche applications, not the entire internet. Now, remember drag and drop coding? This kind of goes along with no code and other low code systems, but really the Rarity Deliver was never really a robust system. Whether it's Dreamweaver or modern equivalents, these tools often generate messy, unmaintainable code. Developers end up rewriting everything from scratch. Drag and drop might work for prototypes, but as a long-term solution, no way. Now, do you remember extreme programming? Extreme programming is where two developers always had to work on code together. You weren't allowed to code by yourself. Extreme programming pushed collaboration to an extreme, sometimes literally. Pair programming, while valuable, doesn't mean every line of code needs two authors. XP's rigid rules made it unsustainable for most teams. Balance is key. Borrow from the good, but ditch the overkill. I actually really like pair programming, but not for everything. But it's really good when you do get stuck, so definitely make sure you're using it. Now, remember design pattern overload. I remember this in the mid-2000s. Remember the Gang of Four and design pattern craze? I would see these small little tiny apps and everything had been designed and factoried and everything to the nines. Everyone wanted to cram as many patterns as possible into their project just so they could brag about them. While design patterns are great tools, they became overly used and totally misapplied. Sometimes all you need to do is clean, simple code, not a dozen singleton objects. Now, the next one, Microsoft Silverlight. This was Flash's awkward cousin, and its demise was just as inevitable. Plugins were the Achilles heel, and user frustration sealed its fate. Microsoft really worked to push this, and because they put so much marketing behind it, it gained a little bit of traction for a short while. I remember using it a couple times as a .NET developer, but ultimately it went into the graveyard with most of the other bad tech. Modern frameworks like Blazor are better, but Silverlight serves as a reminder. Don't build on shaky foundations. Next, GraphQL seemed revolutionary, but introduced a whole new set of headaches, particularly in security. While it selected Predictive data fetching is neat, and I put that in air quotes, neat. The complexity often outweighs the benefits. For most developers, REST remains the gold standard, and I could not agree more. Simpler is better. Now let's talk about big data overload. Big data was a hype as a solution to every problem, but not all problems need massive data sets. While big data paved the way for AI, the overuse of systems like Hadoop and similar tools show that scalability isn't always necessary. Today's lessons use the right tools for the job, not just the trendiest ones. And of course, every decade brings a new wave of AI hype, but reality checks are inevitable. AI is useful, but it's not magic. Tools like ChatGPT are great for assisting developers and for writing text, but they're not replacing humans anytime soon. So let's call AI what it is, autocorrect on steroids. Now, what are your thoughts? Do you agree? Do you disagree? I'd love to have a great discussion, so make sure to leave a comment down below and make sure to like and subscribe. Here at Startup Hack, we love to train software developers in our licensed coding boot camps. So reach out because we'd love to help you. If you want to learn to code, we can largely get most people applied for through the government and help get your tuition covered. So check out startuphack.com and reach us at info@startuphack.com because we'd love to help you out. And we'll catch you guys next time.